move on to angles, which is also a very important concept that tends to be overlooked by a lot of students as well. And so let's talk about, begin with the high angle, then discuss about the low angle, and then the eye level, back to the comfortable eye level.
Right.
So let's talk about the high angle shot. Now, what is it and why do we need it?
So the high angle shot is a shot that the camera is way above the person, right? And it's pointing down at the person or the character or the subject, let's call it, because it doesn't necessarily have to be a person.
Right.
It could
right.
be again, a cup. It could
Or
be,
maybe on a paper that maybe if you are a student and you're doing some homework or reading, for example.
Right, exactly. So the high angle shot, if you think about it again, just from your normal viewing, when is it ever in life that you see a high angle shot? Usually it's, if you have little kids walking around, you'll be looking down onto them, right? And so the same concept happens with a camera. When you bring the camera up higher and you look down onto somebody, it makes them seem more innocent, more vulnerable, weaker. So if you want to make someone seem vulnerable, if they're sad and you want to make them seem more sadder, you would bring the camera up higher and shoot down onto them. And then it's also a very revealing shot. And what I mean by that is that I'm going to use the cup as my prop because it's here.
Right, it's right there. Right.
So if we do a high angle shot, we are revealing what's inside the cup, So again, that's very revealing. If you have a piece of paper on the table, you're revealing what's on the paper, So think about it in that terms.
And then let's move on to the low angle shot. What is it and what do we use it for? And you already brought up the emotions, what we should feel from a high angle shot. What should we feel from a low angle shot?
Yeah, the low angle shot then is the complete opposite of the high angle shot. You bring the camera way low, usually much lower than, the person's waist, or it's just, so then when you do that, what happens is that you give them a lot more power. They appear to be bigger, because in real life, if someone's taller than you, you look up at them, they appear more powerful, they appear to be larger, maybe more threatening. So if you want to give somebody more power, power, it gives them a lot of power when you do something like that.
Yeah, and then lastly, the most comfortable one, and let's talk a little bit more about that, the eye level shot.
Mm-hmm. So the eye level shot is when the camera is directly eye level with you, and that's a very general shot. You see this a lot in newscasters use this a lot, because you want to make it remain very neutral, But some news people, they drop the camera down just what they call below eye level, right? And it's just maybe a foot, maybe not even a foot, And just by dropping it that much and shooting it up towards the subjects, it gives them a little bit more power.
And sometimes a little more credible too.
Yes, a little bit more credible because they're more confident. Then again, if you bring the camera above eye level, actually the camera that we have now is above eye level.
A little bit above, yeah.
Yeah, because we want to appear less threatening. We don't want this information to be threatening to you guys.
Help us.
Yeah, we don't want this stuff to be threatening to you guys.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to make it more comfortable, so you guys now have a little bit more power over us. Because as you watch this, your eye levels are a little higher than us, which gives you, the audience, more confidence, If it's below eye level, it would give us more confidence. It would give us more power. So even these tiny little tricks, they play quite a big role in
huge difference.
Yep,
huge
in
difference.
how you can control how the audience thinks. And that's basically all you're trying to do. You're trying to tell a story and you're trying to get the audience to think what you want them to think. So